sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.
Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive.
All right.
This time we're going to be looking at the Lakers game against the Spurs.
Oh, yeah.
From January 13th, 2025.
Okay.
Now, if you don't want to read a whole game recap,
Yeah.
but you're still curious about what went down,
Yeah.
we've got you covered.
Absolutely.
We're diving deep into this silver screen and roll article by Corinne Evkarians to bring you all the need-to-know info.
Corinne's great. You know, I always love her analysis.
Oh, she's fantastic.
She really breaks it down well.
So we're in good hands.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get into it, let me just warn you. This one was rough.
Okay.
The Lakers lost
Oh, no.
126 to 102.
Ooh.
Not exactly how we wanted to start the week, huh?
Not ideal. No.
It makes me wonder, you know, we talk about the Lakers having so much potential, but can they actually fix these defensive issues?
Right.
Like, is it too late in the season?
That's a million-dollar question for sure.
But hey, let's start with some positives.
Okay.
Because there were a few.
Right.
Believe it or not,
All right.
Anthony Davis, that
Yeah.
man was unstoppable.
He really was.
30 points, 13 rebounds.
Classic AD.
Just classic AD dominance.
Yeah, you got to love to see it.
But it makes you think, you know, he was on fire from the start,
Mm-hmm.
and LeBron had a quieter night than usual.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe he was deferring to AD a little more than usual?
That's possible.
What do you think?
It's an interesting thought for sure.
Yeah. Something to ponder.
Definitely. I'm curious to see what Corinne has to say about LeBron's performance in the article.
Yeah. I'm sure she'll have some good insights.
Speaking of performance, though, we got to talk about Austin Reeves.
Oh, yeah. What happened there?
He had a rough night,
Yeah, he did.
shooting 4 for 14.
That's so unlike him.
Right. He's usually so consistent.
Yeah. Such a reliable player for the Lakers.
Totally unexpected.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's round it out with the rest of the crew.
Okay.
Gabe Vincent with 7 points.
Mm-hmm.
Dorian Finney-Smith added 4.
Okay.
And Max Christie chipped in 10.
Okay. Not bad.
So it wasn't a complete no-show from the supporting cast. But something was definitely off.
Something wasn't clicking.
Yeah, it felt like they were missing that spark,
That energy.
the cohesiveness we've seen from them in their better games.
Exactly.
So let's rewind a bit. Let's
Oh.
go back to the actual game flow.
Yeah. Let's see if we can pinpoint where things went south.
All right, so first quarter,
Okay.
the Lakers actually started strong.
Oh, really?
They did.
Mm-hmm.
But then Victor Wembanyama, you know, the guy,
The rookie sensation.
yeah, the one everyone's been talking about,
Oh, yeah.
he came out firing on all cylinders.
As expected.
He dropped 9 points early on, and the Spurs took an early lead.
Oh, so they set the tone right away.
They did. It was impressive to watch.
He really lived up to the hype.
I mean, you can see why he was the #1 draft pick.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
The Lakers were actually shooting well in that first quarter.
Oh, really?
Over 50% from the field.
Okay.
But their defense,
Oh.
this sounds familiar.
You know me too well. The Lakers and their defense, it's a never-ending saga.
A tale as old as time.
Classic.
So those defensive woes were on full display.
I bet.
All right, let's move on to the second quarter.
Okay, things are heating up.
Things started to get interesting between LeBron and Wembanyama.
Oh, really?
Wembanyama hit a three-pointer,
Nice.
and LeBron answered right back with his own 3.
Ooh, a little back and forth.
It was great. Then LeBron just schooled Wembanyama
Wow.
with this beautiful drive to the basket for a layup.
He posterized him.
You could hear the roar from the crowd.
It must have been amazing to see those two go head-to-head.
Oh, it was electric.
Experience versus raw talent.
And it wasn't just a LeBron show.
Oh, okay. Who else got in on the action?
So Cam Reddish hit a three-pointer,
Nice.
and then Austin Reeves threw down this incredible alley-oop
Ooh.
to Max Christie for a slam dunk
All right.
that got the crowd going.
They were battling back.
Oh, yeah. They were finding their rhythm.
Good.
And thankfully, the defense started to tighten up a bit
Oh, thank goodness.
in that second quarter.
Okay.
So they managed to maintain that strong offensive performance
Mhm.
and went into halftime with a 9-point lead.
A 9-point lead at halftime.
I was feeling pretty good at that point.
Yeah, I bet. But you know what they say about halftime leads?
The dreaded halftime lead.
Makes the eventual loss even more frustrating, right?
Oh, duh. It really does.
Because, you know, they had the momentum.
It was like they got too comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, this team should be a force to be reckoned with.
On paper, they really should.
But something just isn't clicking consistently.
It's so true.
All right, so they're up by 9 at halftime.
Yeah.
Let's see how that second half unfolded.
Buckle up.
Oh, boy. All right, second half, here we go.
9-point lead, things are looking good.
But we all know how this story ends.
Oh, tell me about it.
What happened?
Well, the Spurs came out like they had something to prove.
Yeah.
They were chipping away at that lead.
Oh, no.
Like, it was nothing.
Yikes.
I swear, within minutes, it was a 2-point game.
Wow.
Talk about a momentum shift.
Got to give credit to the Spurs for making those adjustments, though.
For sure.
Figuring out how to exploit those weaknesses.
Absolutely.
I wonder what Corinne says about the Spurs coaching.
Oh, I'm sure she'll have some insights on that.
Yeah, she always does.
So remember Max Christie?
The one with the awesome dunk?
Yes. He finally hit a three-pointer in the third
Okay.
after missing his first 6 attempts.
Oh, wow.
But the free throws were a problem for the Lakers.
Ugh, free throws.
They were only shooting 60% from the line.
It's like leaving points on the table.
I know, it's so frustrating.
Especially in a close game.
Exactly.
Those missed free throws can really come back to haunt you.
Ugh, it's a constant source of frustration for Lakers fans.
I bet.
But honestly, the free throws were just a small part of a much bigger issue.
Oh, here we go.
The defense.
The Lakers' Achilles heel?
It was atrocious.
Let's break it down. What happened?
Well, for starters, the Spurs rookie Stephon Castle was having himself a game.
Oh, yeah, I heard he had a good night.
He was shooting 9 for 12 from the field
Wow.
for 21 points.
That's impressive.
And it's not like he was hitting these crazy contested shots.
So what was the problem?
The Lakers just weren't guarding him.
They just let him walk right to the basket.
It was like they weren't even trying.
Yikes.
And it wasn't just a Castle problem.
Oh, no.
It felt like the entire Spurs team was getting whatever they wanted on offense.
Wide open shots, easy drives to the basket.
You name it,
So basically a defensive disaster.
pretty much.
But hold on, they did manage to put together a 7-0 run in the third,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
with AD leading the charge and Max finally hitting another three-pointer.
So there's a glimmer of hope.
Maybe they can turn things around.
But then
Uh-oh, what happened?
they completely unraveled,
Oh, no.
allowing the Spurs a 10-0 run of their own.
That inconsistency is so frustrating.
It really is.
They just can't seem to maintain that momentum.
It's like they get a taste of success and then they just let it slip away.
You hate to see it.
Okay, so Gabe Vincent tried to stop the bleeding with a bucket,
Okay.
and then AD drained a clutch three-pointer to tie the game.
Right.
But of course,
What happened?
the Spurs answered right back
Of course they did.
with a buzzer-beater 3 from Keldon Johnson.
Oh,
They'll
man.
tie it up going into the fourth quarter.
So much back and forth.
It was a wild ride.
But you know, all those momentum swings point to a lack of composure on the Lakers' part.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like they can't handle the pressure when things get tight.
It's true. They need to learn how to control the flow of the game better.
Absolutely.
All right, are you ready to talk about the fourth quarter?
I'm not sure I am, but let's do it.
It was not pretty.
Things went from bad to worse, I'm guessing.
Oh, way worse.
Okay, lay it on me.
So Keldon Johnson opened the fourth quarter with an and one.
And one.
Yeah. You know, when a player gets fouled while making a shot.
Right, and then they get a free throw.
Exactly. Basically a three-point play.
Okay.
And that and one set the tone for the rest of the quarter.
Oh.
The Spurs were in complete control.
Wow.
They went on a 13-board scoring run,
Yikes.
and the Lakers just couldn't buy a bucket.
Sounds like a total collapse.
It was like watching a train wreck in slow motion.
Ouch.
Timeout after timeout, nothing seemed to work.
I can picture Coach Vogel on the sidelines just tearing his hair out.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So what happened next?
Their offense sputtered, their defense was non-existent,
The same old story.
and the Spurs just kept pouring it on.
Wembanyama, I bet he was loving it.
Oh, he was having a field day.
And the Lakers just couldn't stop him.
Nope. Wembanyama with another layup. Devin Vassell draining a 3.
So they just gave up.
It felt like it.
I mean, when a team is that dominant in the fourth quarter, it's not just about X's and O's anymore.
Right.
It's about effort and determination.
Yeah, there was a distinct lack of fire in their eyes.
Tough to watch, I bet.
It was painful. And by the time there were 2 minutes left,
What happened?
they basically threw in the towel,
Oh, no.
took out all their starters, and put in the bench players.
Yeah. Admitting defeat.
Pretty much.
Well, at least those bench players got some valuable playing time.
Sure there.
But this game highlights some major concerns for the Lakers.
Major concerns is an understatement.
All right, so let's shift gears a bit.
Okay.
Let's look at those key takeaways from Corinne's article.
Yes, let's dive into her analysis,
Aside from the obvious defensive meltdown,
which we've discussed at length.
what were the main culprits in this loss?
Okay, so let's get into those key takeaways.
I'm all ears.
Corinne pulls no punches here.
Yeah, she doesn't hold back.
She really gets into the nitty-gritty of what went wrong for the Lakers.
Lay it on us.
Well, first up, And this shouldn't be a surprise to anyone.
I think I know where this is going.
The defense was abysmal.
Shocker.
I know, right?
It was rough to watch.
She calls it a complete defensive meltdown.
Pretty accurate description.
And I don't think anyone can argue with that.
Nope, not at all.
I mean, we saw it with our own eyes.
It was like the Spurs were playing against a team of traffic cones.
Exactly. And she goes on to say that the Spurs were getting whatever they wanted on offense. Open shots, easy drives to the basket, you name it.
It's like they forgot how to play defense entirely.
It really is.
So puzzling, because they do have those moments of brilliance on defense.
They do.
Like, they can flip a switch.
But they can't seem to keep it flipped on for a full game.
That's the frustrating part.
It's maddening.
I bet.
And she makes another great point.
Okay, what is it?
The Spurs, a relatively young team, were out hustling and outworking the Lakers. A team with a lot of veteran experience.
You'd think it'd be the other way around.
You would.
That's a worrying sign.
It is a red flag for sure.
I mean, you'd expect a team like the Lakers with championship aspirations to bring that intensity and focus every single night.
Absolutely. And that brings us back to that big question.
Is it coaching? Is it effort? Or is it something else?
The million-dollar question.
Corinne probably doesn't have the answer.
She doesn't offer a definitive answer, but she does suggest that maybe the Lakers' defensive scheme just isn't a good fit for this roster.
Interesting. So maybe a coaching issue?
Possibly. Or maybe the players just aren't buying into the system.
Or maybe a little bit of both.
Could be.
And of course, we can't forget about the turnovers.
Oh, yeah. Those pesky turnovers.
Always a problem for the Lakers.
Corinne points out that they had 6 turnovers in the third quarter alone, which basically gave the Spurs a free ticket to a comeback.
Turnovers are momentum killers.
They are. It's like shooting yourself in the foot over and over again.
And they just haven't been able to shake this turnover bug all season.
It's true. They need to figure out a solution, and fast.
Absolutely.
So overall, a pretty bleak picture painted by Corinne, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, not the most optimistic analysis.
But I do appreciate her honesty.
Me too, and her in-depth analysis.
It's important to identify those weaknesses.
Absolutely.
And areas for improvement.
Right. And hey, it's still early in the season. There's time for the Lakers to turn things around.
Let's hope so.
Fingers crossed.
I'm hoping for the sake of Lakers fans everywhere.
Same.
That they can finally put it all together.
It'd be great to see them playing at their full potential.
All right, so they had a rough night against the Spurs, but they've got another game coming up.
Oh, yeah. Who are they playing next?
The Miami Heat.
Ooh, that'll be a tough one.
The Heat are always a tough opponent.
They are. They're a well-coached, disciplined team.
Exactly. It'll be a real test for the Lakers.
For sure. I'm curious to see how they respond after this tough loss.
Me too. Will they bounce back with a vengeance?
Or will they fall back into those same old patterns?
We'll have to wait and see.
Can't wait to find out.
So, to our listener out there.
Yes.
We'd love to hear your thoughts on this Lakers game.
Yeah, what do you think?
Do you think they can fix these defensive woes?
Is it a coaching issue?
Is it a lack of effort?
Or something else entirely?
Hit us up on social media, leave a comment, send us a carrier pigeon, whatever works.
We love hearing from you.
We're always up for a good discussion.
That's what we're here for.
To break things down, analyze the key takeaways, and spark some thoughtful conversation.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the Lakers world.
It's been a wild ride.
We'll be back soon with another fascinating topic to explore.
Sounds good.
Until then, stay curious, stay engaged, and keep on learning.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get